Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Midnight Serenade. One man, four names, one unforgettable show. Please welcome David Michael Elliot David.
It's David Michael Elliot David coming to you on a cyber-infused road. Good lovin', I got a truckload. How you doing tonight? How's it going, guys? All right, man, let's get right into a very hippie trip. I decided I'm going to do a little game with you about writing tonight, and I'm going to pace this 8 minute and 30 or some odd minute show with a perfect beginning, a middle, and an ending. And so I'm just going to start talking about my day and tell you what's going on, and I'll see if I can put a little pearl in the middle. You'll kind of get an idea, kind of like we're just flowing through the intro right now, if you get it. So I wake up this morning way too early because I fucked up last night's show, man. I'm learning all the wrong things. Look, I'm an artist. I am not a technical guy. In the analog world, I was a great mixing artist, behind the board. I've got great ears for layering things. Analog, I was easy to understand. But by the time digital came in, I was making enough money that anytime I was doing any recording, I could always have a guy in the driver's seat. And I always liked it because, I always felt that I wanted to have a second opinion when I was tracking. And, it's just the way I am because I'm not a fix it in the mix guy. I mean, look, man, let me tell you something. Get it right. Get it right. Lay the track in there. Get it going. Because here's the trip. By the time you're into mixing, if it's not a great song, you're driving yourself crazy listening to it over and over again. I can even tell you a pearl in that. And you know what? As we drift into the middle, maybe that will be the pearl I'll tell you because it's one of the things I like most about my production style. So, with that in mind, all I have to do is figure out how to BS for another 22 seconds and I'll put you right into it. So, that's exactly what's going on today. I'm working on 8 different projects, and actually 8 of them are moving at all the same time. It's crazy. I mean, to go through this kind of creative spurt and actually try to pull it all off and watching it happen, that's the freak out. So now, as we approach the beginning of the middle, like we are right now, I'll tell you a philosophy that I have that you can put on my headstone. I would say one of the things I'll say to you as a producer is the P in production stands for songs. What does that mean? You know what that means? That means if I'm going to take 6 to 8 hours of my life, or 12 hours of my life, or 20 hours of my life, it better be beautiful music. I better hear great title. I better hear great lyric. I better hear great everything because I am not burning my ears out on something that I just can't listen to. I mean, let me tell you something. If any of you are listening to me right now and you have not stayed in the room by the time you've gotten to the mix, something's wrong. Something is wrong. You should love that. I'd almost bet that when the Eagles were listening to Hotel California, that, they were there. They were there and they weren't sick of what they were hearing. And I can tell you this. I have spent many, many, many songs into the studio, and very seldom have I thought, why did I let this happen? Because I wasn't ever money motivated. If the song didn't do it for me, I certainly was not going to do it. If the singer, there were a lot of different triggers, but always my first consideration before bass, drums, guitar, anything, is this song worth recording? Is it worth paying an hourly rate, which back in my day, you were paying a handsome hourly rate to use 2-inch tape? I'm just giving my age away. But the reality of it is, that's what it was. So for me, as a producer, I think the first consideration I was, well, you're a great guitar player, you're a great singer. Now, where's that great song? And now I'll tell you this. I'm not sure about the exact number, but I think for the Thriller album or one of Michael's albums, they went through 900 songs to find 9. Do you think Quincy Jones was a little bit picky? You know how many people you had to go through? One of my songs that you can hear on YouTube is called My Other Half. And I swear, when you listen to it, and this is right in Quincy's pocket. I'm sitting there thinking, this is a sure thing. This is a sure thing. And that makes this a very interesting listen for you because you can go on YouTube and check it out. You'll hear a verse and you'll hear a chorus. I'm not releasing the songs full yet, but I am getting there. I'm just working out how I'm going to work the acts out. But the reality of it is now you can check my work with what you're listening to. When I wrote My Other Half and did that record that you hear with Elliot King and the Royals, and I have such a great story about that. Uh, I thought for sure, Quincy, you're going to hear this. This is my break. I'm getting there. And the truth is, man, I had the My Other Half record and I thought, oh, this is as good as it's ever going to get for me. And the reality of it is, somewhere after pitching it for 2 years, I got so many compliments and no cuts. And here's the thing: I'm discovering it now, and it sounds like the most beautiful retro stuff you'd ever want to hear. Listen, My Other Half, Deal With It. I think Couldn't Ask for More, Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda. Search Elliot King and the Royals or Mona Lisa Jones. You'll hear my writing. You'll get it. You'll hear my producing. Listen to what is it? I Will Be There. You'll hear my guitar arranging. I thought I was doing it right alongside where the Eagles were. So, with that in mind, guys, we have drifted right into the third chapter. Okay, so now here's a great My Other Half story that I didn't think I would tell tonight for sure. The lead singer of the group is a guy named Bruce. These are four guys, believe it or not. A guy is subbing as a mailman and he's singing in his truck, and I hear his voice. If you go to Deal With It, he's the guy singing well, 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 really low voice. Upshot of the deal is I invite him into my house, a mailman in my house, and I'm playing him I'll Jump Too, which is another song you can hear on YouTube. And the upshot of the deal is he brings his three of his friends. So now I am standing there with basically the Temptations. These guys are great. You'll hear them sing. So the upshot of the deal is Bruce is the lead singer, and Bruce is singing My Other Half. After the mix session of My Other Half, Bruce calls me to the corner of the studio. He goes, Michael, if God asked me to sing to get into heaven, I want you to know I'm going to sing My Other Half. Bruce did die about a year or so after that record came out. And the day I handed him the record, the group broke out. The group broke up. It was an amazing thing. It's just perfect. But the point is, I had the record. It didn't matter to me anymore. Upshot of the deal is Bruce did die. KLOS was doing some trip where they were playing unknown writers on Fridays. I got the song played on the air. My email blew up. It was great. Guys, I've got maybe a little bit of time to say like, subscribe, share. Listen, if you know writers, pass me around because I'm telling you I'm therapy and I'm good news. And now here's what I want you to know. Grace recognizes grace. You're listening to me. I'm listening to you. Together we are one happy family. I'm going to be your 7-night-a-week guy friend. Tune into the Midnight Serenade every night, and I will be here for you, I promise. I'm working my life to make you happy, guys. So show me a little bit of love, like, subscribe, and do all that trip. And remember,
You've just been serenaded by David Michael Elliot David. Sleep tight, and remember, grace recognizes grace.